Hey guys, this is William Myers from Mantis Outdoors. Today we're going to be doing, I would say, I guess a gear review, although I don't really like doing gear reviews. This is what I would call bomb-proof, bulletproof gear. It's from a buddy of mine, Joshua Hightower. Okay guys, so I got a ferro rod that I use obviously quite often. You can see that this isn't exactly a brand new ferro rod. This is the ferro rod that goes on my main knife. And one of the issues that I have with that, and this is with any ferro rod that has a handle on it that's not made from duct tape. Like you see, I have a big 6 by half inch ferro rod in my haversack kit that, or actually it's on my belt clip, it has a duct tape handle on it. But after striking, doesn't matter what you put in these things, eventually they're going to snap from the handle. It's not that big of a deal, you know, and I just kind of stamp that back in there, and it's good for several strikes, especially the way that my technique for striking a ferro rod is when it's as good as quality as this ferro rod. You don't need to really get down in there and just blast this thing to kingdom come. You know, I can get in there and just feather it real lightly and get the sparks and direct them to where I need. And also what that does with that technique is it only chews up right here. If you see that dip right there. So me coming around just that very edge of my ferro rod right there and directing those sparks down right where I want them to be, that's only going to chew up that part of that ferro rod. And over time, that part's going to snap. But then I still have probably a good 1.5 inches up here to use if this is my only ferro rod. But I mean, I carried, let's see, probably 3 to 4 ferro rods. Actually 3 ferro rods, I know for a fact. So I mean, that's really not a concern of mine. But if you have that technique of just blasting the whole ferro rod, you're going to get a deep well, a recess in that whole ferro rod, and then it's going to snap somewhere right in the middle, and you're not really going to have very much going on there. But like I said, carrying multiple ferro rods is a pretty good cure for that. But what this video is for this. This is from a buddy of mine, Joshua Hightower, and I have used this ferro rod, as you can tell, it's pretty chewed up, for over 6 months. It's been well over 6 months actually, and I really wanted to give this a just beaten. I wanted to use this and use this and use this so I could actually put it on my YouTube channel and say this is a bomb-proof piece of gear. This has not come out of the socket. It's got a pin in it. I'm pretty sure it's got some kind of epoxy or resin that it's glued into. Plus, it's pinned in with a copper pin. And it's got a hole drilled in it there for a lanyard, but I don't use it that way. Like I said, this is just a really bomb-proof piece of gear, in my opinion. I've started many fires with this. It's not going to go anywhere. It's got a great little handle, you know, and it throws really good sparks. Hopefully you're seeing those on camera. I mean, the ferro rod itself is really good quality, so I like that as well. You could have ferro rods that have a little bit more magnesium content in them, and when you strike them, you'll know it because the sparks will just kind of sit there and dance around. They'll land and they'll still be on fire and they'll dance around, and those are really good. They'll land and they'll still be on fire, and they'll really help you get a spark, but they kind of are a little wild. And what I mean by that is it's hard to aim those because they just got to go everywhere. What I like is the ferro rods that kind of have more concentration of iron ferrites in them, and this one does. You know, and you can really get in there and focus and concentrate those sparks, and they land in one spot, and that's it. So I like these ferro rods really good. He sent me 3 of these, and all 3 of them are pretty much the same quality and content. Plus he makes a magnesium bar that goes in these too, but I'll just tell you right now, I'm not a fan of magnesium. I don't use it. I really don't. But that was a really good quality as well. Alright, the really great thing about this is the multi-use that you can get out of this. Not only is it a ferro rod, but it has other uses as well, and we'll get into that right now. Alright guys, so this is my napping kit. And no, it's not a pillow for sleeping, flint napping. And you know, there's just several copper items in here that I use for different applications depending on what method I'm using for napping. The purpose of me getting in here is to actually dig out something. A piece that I'm working on right now. This is my braider. I don't know if if you guys are into flint napping or whatever. I will be doing some flint napping here very, very soon. And these are all glass pieces. I like to work with glass because that's one of the materials that you're going to find out in the bush more readily. You're not going to find flint. Well, in America, you're not going to find flint too much at all. You're going to find different levels of chert. But the really, really great thing about Josh's ferro rods is that they can double as a pressure flaker. And we've just got this piece that I've been working on for a while. It's got some problem areas, but we'll just take some flakes off of it real quick. Just set up a platform here. Go ahead and shatter this thing on camera. That'd be great, right? There you got a nice flake. Came off that. So you can see how, you're using any kind of primitive method for flint napping, it can be that much more difficult. And flint napping is one of those things where it takes years and years to get down solid. Either that or you pick it up in 20 seconds and you're just a savant at it. Unfortunately, that's not my case. It's taken me probably 2.5 years to get where I'm at, and I'm nowhere near what you would say a professional at flint napping. I can make points, but they're serviceable, and that's all that matters to me. But like I said, the really, really great thing about these ferro rods, and it's not, obviously these are one-of-a-kind items. There's not any two that's going to be identical because obviously you're using natural materials. So some of them are going to be smaller, that fit better in the hands. That's one thing I kind of didn't like about this thing. It is pretty big, but he obviously makes them in varying lengths and points and stuff like that. But this is just, like I said, I really don't like doing gear reviews unless I see that it's just an absolute bomb-proof piece of gear, and this is exactly what this has been for me. Is just absolutely bulletproof, bomb-proof gear that is going to last and last and last until the ferro rod gives out, and then you still got a pressure flaker at that point. So I mean, you could probably, if this were to fail on you and break and snap, which it will eventually over time. Like I said, I've had this for 6 months and it hasn't. It's not going anywhere. I still got several thousand strikes left on this ferro rod. Once it does break, I could probably drill that pin out, drill the epoxy out, put another one in there, pin it in, and then go to town. But just wanted to show you guys this. I will put links to his Facebook page. I do not believe that he has a website actually up, but I will get as much contact information that I can for him, and I will give that to you. I'll leave it in the description below. Alright, just a word about reviews that you will see on this channel. I have come to the realization that I like to do some reviews, but I'm the type of person that I really don't like saying bad things about somebody's hard work. There's knives and axes and hatchets and what have you out there that, in my mind, are subpar, not of great quality, and I really just don't want to sit here and just trash talk something, So if you're going to see a gear review on this channel, it is going to be something that I feel is just a bomb-proof, shatterproof piece of freaking gear that is going to last you a really, really long time, if not pass it on to your family members after you're long gone. So just, wanted to talk to you guys about that. And like I said, the Joshua Hightower ferro rods is what I would qualify as one of those pieces of gear. Alright guys, this is William Myers from Mantis Outdoors. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, I'd appreciate it if you hit the subscribe button. Liking really helps me out a lot. And thanks for all your comments and all your support. And hopefully we'll see you out in the woods. Losing everything off the damn stump. Alright guys, so...
One more time.
One more time.
Damn it.
You alright?
Yeah.
Alright, well this has been William Myers, Mantis Outdoors, and that was a car door slamming.
Mellow.
Mellow. Feel good, huh? Ah!
Ah!
Whoa. You just ate the most acid I've ever seen. Cheech and Chong reference. If you haven't noticed by now, we just washed up and smoked not too long ago.
We have to watch it again.
Alright. Hope you enjoyed this video. Okay.
Tammer.
Oh
You suck!
No, I can't spit it out for some reason.
Hey, this is William Myers from Mantis Outdoors. Thank you for your comments, views, and all your support. Click the subscribe button and click like. It's somewhere around there, or there. Just, do that for me. Okay, love you, bye.
Subscribing really helps me out. Liking even helps me out more. And I blanked. I'm brain dead right now. Okay. Why am I angry?
You won't like me when I'm angry.
Yeah.